will keep running round in circles.
Okay, we'll come back to you, Mr. Boyo, but we are getting signals again from Imo State. Let's see if we can take Engineer Albert Echibe as Acting Assistant Director, the Department for Petroleum Resources, Owerri Zonal Office. Good morning to you once again, Engineer Echibe. Many thanks for joining us. I actually wanted to find out the situation of the field right now in the Southeast Zone. People are resorting to panic buying. What exactly is the situation? Have depots been able to, petrol market has been able to lift fuel from depots? What is the situation on ground right now?
Well, right now, I can tell you that there are products in stations around the state, in the state. And as we speak, people are out there on surveillance, and we have intensified the surveillance. What we noticed is that some people try to test the ground by increasing the pump price at some of their stations, particularly outside the state capital. And our teams are out there. We're there in Allege area, we're there in area, and as we speak, they are out there. The few people who tried to increase the product price, our teams made sure that they reverted to the government-approved price and gave them a couple of hours. If one or two of them who reverted to it got their station sealed. But we are very mindful so as not to create a scarcity by doing that, because so we are watching the situation, and where there is the need, we will stay there and ensure that the product and supervise the sales of the product at the government approved price, and that's basically what we are doing, while also ensuring that there is no issue of hoarding anywhere. Part of the checklist of our surveillance team is to ensure, for instance, that all the pumps at each of the locations are in use. And if there is any reason why any pump is not in use, they will have to dip and be sure that the product, it's maybe because they don't have product, but we haven't seen any case of hoarding at all.
Alleged compromise between the Department of Petroleum Resources and some independent marketers, not just in the Southeast Zone, but in some other zones, that there's a bit of maybe a deal with the DPR so that they can shortchange people who come to buy at the filling station, because most of them are not exactly selling at approved price. How true is this?
Well, I can tell you for sure that is very baseless. There is absolutely no issue of compromise. Look, the system, the department has put in place measures whereby it's impossible for you to compromise, because, of course, compromise is a situation where both parties are going to gain, but I can assure you that that is not the situation. And we have not gotten any reports. Our lines are out there. If there is anybody, not just journalists, any member of the public who finds out or who thinks that there is an issue like that, please, they should feel free to call the Zonal Operations Controller, and the department has put in measures in place in line with the dictum of the present administration. It's zero corruption out here, I can assure you that.
As per what measures that you have put in place to ensure that these issues, don't actually spring up? Because from what we hear, most times in the Southeast, filling stations sell as much as 150 naira, even to 160 naira per liter for PMS. As against what?
Part of the measures that the department has put in place includes the automation of our downstream operations. That's part of the measures that we put in place. And again, we have regular engagement sessions with the leadership of the Association of Imo Petroleum, marketers and dealers. We have regular interaction with them. And if there is a situation where there is a case of infringement, we have the system to deal with such a situation.
It for now. We'll try and rejoin you again in the course of the program to get your thought concerning removal of fuel subsidy, in as much as the federal government is saying that it's been put on hold. We've been speaking with Engineer Albert Echibe, Assistant Director, Acting Assistant Director Operations Department for Petroleum Resources in Owerri Zone. Many thanks for joining us right now. We still have Henry Boyo, an economist, with us in our studios here in Lagos, where we'll join Ibadan in